Hey everybody, it is soup day. So I took out 3 of my bone broth that I make and put it in the freezer. So they're not all together yet, but they will be in the end. And then I've got some Walmart brand white egg noodles, and I'm just gonna cook these on the side and they can add them to their soup as they want, because it seems like they always, we use leftovers and they're not worth having leftover. They kind of get gacky. Ugh, I don't know a word for that, but icky. So anyway, welcome to my channel. My name is Kendra and I am so glad that you decided to stop by. It's a sunny day here with intermittent clouds. If you're not new, I'm so glad you stopped by too. Let me show you what I've got here too. I've got a package of bone-in thighs. And I'm gonna just add this to the soup broth to cook. And then they'll have whole pieces of big chicken in each bowl. It's not gonna be kind of just a little meal for them, because 4 grown men live here. So here, I'm gonna have to switch over to the bigger Dutch oven, but here's the broth and a little bit of bones that I had collected. So I'll take the bones out of the broth when it's finished and then add the whole chicken thighs to, get nice. I'm making so much sense today. We have decided that because we only have 1 female quail, we're going to start over in the spring. So I have a friend that lives over in Bremerton, and she's stopping by, and what time is it? She said between 1 and 2, and it's 12:41 right now, so she'll be here any time. And she's going to pick them up, and she's going to take them to her house. She has chickens, a pig, and a group of kids, and they'll be happy. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Okay, so I'll show you the chicken as I go along. I was thinking more about these noodles, and I just bought these, so they're relatively new. And then I thought, ooh, I have these other things, and I got this on discount. I'm assuming, I can't find the expiration date anywhere on this, but I'm assuming it was marked down because it must be getting into date here. So I thought, well, I'll just use this brown and wild rice instead of pasta, instead of this. And then I remembered that I have a bunch of this, and it's millet and brown rice ramen, and they love this stuff. And so that's the final decision. Rice ramen. We get this at Costco. Everybody loves it. And usually I don't add it to chicken. I'll have some leftover chicken and add it to just a single serve square. But I'm going to make enough for the family. And that's my story on that. I also have some of this organic seaweed with sesame snacks that I like to crumble up in my soup when I have ramen soup. So yum yum, I'll do that too. All right then, I've got the onions, the celery. Where can I find that? I put in some cheesecloth tied with butcher's twine in here with a thumbnail size or thumb size piece of ginger, and I can't find it, but we'll find it before we serve it. Anyway, I put in whole raw, and they're cooked now, just bone-in, skin-on thighs, chicken thighs. There's lots of garlic and pepper, and that'll be that. So they'll get a big piece of meat in with their broth if they want it. And like I said, I'm gonna do that that rice pasta stuff. It's not called pasta, hold on. Okay, I think for something to be pasta, it should have some kind of flour. This is millet and brown rice ramen, so not pasta. Not pasta. So I've got a whole bunch. This is just the one single one. I've got a big bag over there I'm going to throw. I'm going to make it separate because you want to boil it and then rinse it with cold water because it'll stick together, because of the rice content, I think. I'm not sure why it does that, but it does. and then they can add it to their bowls. And then I'm also going to get busy on some salad, just one that I know that the one kid that has a little cold likes. Okay, here's my broccoli salad. So I think every family might do this different, because if you search a recipe for this broccoli bacon salad, you're going to have so many different opinions. So what I do is I get a bag of pre-cut broccoli, and I can cut it into smaller pieces. I have washed it and drained it twice. Okay, and so then I'm going to put it in a bowl where I have already placed 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, and I'm going to put in 1 cup of full-fat mayonnaise and 1/4 cup of granulated sugar. I'm going to mix all that together, then I'm going to put the broccoli in. So, sugar, mayonnaise, apple cider vinegar. I'm just going to whisk it until it's all smooth and together. Because that mayonnaise being full fat, that tries not to really mix in with the apple cider vinegar, but it does in the end. You can't really tell, but it is coated in all of the mayonnaise and vinegar and sugar. And now I'm going to take this. So these are, you can get them in bags. Great Value cranberry pecan mix. I think that's all it is. Cranberry pecans. And then I added some salty sunflower seeds because I like those in it. These Great Value Walmart brand pecans are candied. So there's a whole thing of sweet and salty and everything going on here in this. And that's not all. Okay, so it's in there with the broccoli, and I'm just going to mix it all together so that everything is covered together. And here's the last part. This is 1/4 pound. I just took scissors and I cut off 1/4 of a package of bacon, and I fried it crispy, and I drained it on this paper towel, and now I'll dump it in and mix it in too. So a final layer of salty for the sweet. Now I'm going to put this in one of those Rubbermaid Brilliance clear containers so everybody can see exactly what it is and not wonder what's in that big white container. Nah, I don't think I'll even look, like that. Okay, I'll stick a lid on this and put it in the fridge. I wanted to say I already said part of it, there's a lot of different ways to do this, but I've seen people swap out broccoli for cauliflower and use, what else? Oh, white vinegar in place of apple cider vinegar. I wouldn't, if I could help it. If all I had was white vinegar, I would do it. It's not a problem. I just like the taste of apple cider vinegar and the smell. So, I've seen people leave out the bacon. I've seen people use cashews, salted cashews, instead of candied pecans. It's really, really a forgivable recipe. And as long as you get that base sauce right, which was that cup of mayonnaise, 2 tablespoons of your vinegar, and 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar, you're probably okay. And once you've been making it for a while, whether, like this time when I used these measurements, I thought, I would like that sauce to be a little bit more runny. It looks thick. So I put a glug extra of apple cider vinegar, and it's fine. So anyway, that's my story. And I'm going to just get, in the next hour or so, I'm going to get the ramen. I thought of it this time. The rice ramen cooked up and ready, so when they come in, they can put broth in their bowls with the ramen and a chicken thigh, and then they can have this on the side or later or whatever. They all love this stuff. It'll be gone fast. Take care, everybody. Maybe I should wait and tell you. I should tell you this now. I can't remember if I mentioned it or not. Okay, so my husband works going out to sea and stuff, and so he does a lot of stuff around here when he's here, because when he's not here, he doesn't do anything when he's not here, and just because he's like that, he likes to be active and do stuff. So he's been taking care of the dogs almost 100%. I bathe them, I put them to bed, but he takes them outside. I feed them, but he takes care of them. So he's good to them. He's also real good to the quail. Now, he's going to be leaving, and it's going to be very cold and rainy and possibly snowy. He's in better shape than I am. I got my boots, I got myself ready, and I'm just thinking, oh Lordy. Well, out of 13 quail, we were getting 1 egg a day. So we have one quail that's a girl, and the rest of them are boys. So I said to him, is it worth it to run the electric fencing, the electricity, buy the food all winter, worry over them, and just go out there 3 times a day to make sure things are okay, predator-wise, food-wise, water-wise, is the water freezing, that kind of thing. Maybe what we should do is go ahead and sell these, because we just had the one girl and it'd be, 1 egg a day. And we could buy a lot of eggs for what it costs for feed and all of that. But anyway, sell them, and then in the spring, we'll start over and we'll order from a catalog and get actual females who will lay more than 1 egg. If I'm getting more eggs, I can give them away, I can use them. I can use the eggs as money, in my cooking, So what do you think? I did it already. There's a lady I know that lives in another town over, and I put up a thing on my Facebook page that said, I'm letting them go, and here's how old they are, and there's only one female. I told the whole story, and I got a bunch of people that wanted them. And I said, $25 for the lot. Actually, what I said was $25, and they thought that I meant each, which apparently isn't a bad price. But anyway, if you have girls. Somebody snatched them up, and somebody that I know, I've known her for 25 years. We go way back to when we were both nursing our babies in La Leche League together. So she came and got them a little while ago, so I have no quail. And I feel really, my heart feels, sore over this, because I kind of was attached to them. But I'm also thinking, when it's dark and windy and the rain is going sideways, I'm not going to feel so bad. What do you think? I feel so bad. I feel guilty. It'll be all right. We'll start over in the spring and we'll keep them. Okay, as I was saying, everybody have a great day. Bye-bye.